In this video, we're going to discuss some of the advanced Benson octaves. 3 we're going to look at in particular. There's a lot of advanced stuff Benson does with octaves. We're going to start off with what I call split octaves. Now this is a riff you can hear him do in a bunch of places, but specifically on Bad Benson, on the song No Sooner Said Than Done. And the riff sounds like this. 1, 2. Okay, so it's split octaves because we're taking an octave and we're splitting it up. So we do one note and then the other, not together. And now when Benson does this, it's sort of a staggered rhythm. It's like a 16th note and then an 8th note. And I'm using my middle finger for the high note and then my pick for the other one. So the first one starts on the downbeat. So count 2. 1, 2. And that second to last one we do faster. So he gets into this slide. And that octave is not split. So just starting off with that. And we're playing this over D minor. We do this over So What. Start slow. Until you can go. So it gives it a really cool effect. We still hear the melody note, but we get this affected guitar sound. And then for the second phrase of this, he's really just jumping around. He starts on the E, and then he starts jumping in thirds. So like G to E, F, D. And then just normal octaves. All right, so that's the first one, split octaves. You can use this technique by just moving through the scale in the usual sort of melodic ways you might, and just, instead of playing the octave all together, use one finger to play the high note, and then use the other pick or finger to play the low note. The second advanced octave technique is coming from Basie's bag. We looked at it a little bit in my YouTube lesson on this, but now we're going to get into the advanced part, which is what I call waiver octaves. And it's where Benson alternates similarly to the split octaves, but now we're putting a 4th or a 5th in between. So we're getting a vocal quality, sort of a vibrato to what's going on here by playing the 2 high notes and then the lower note. So let's just look at that part for a second. If we take an F octave and we put C in between, so the 5th in between, we can get a sort of vibrato by alternating between the high F and C and the low F. And it's like a triplet type of feel. And the other thing to sort of elevate a little more is you slide into it. Okay, so that's the waiver octave aspect. Let's hear how Benson gets into that in the context of a phrase. 3, 4. Few ways we can actually play this. I've been doing it as fingers and pick, but a lot of times when I see Benson do this, he doesn't use the fingers. So I think what he's doing is using the pick as an upstroke to hit 2, and then a down on the F. So you get this up, down, up, down. So I think that's actually closer to what Benson's doing. I still have to work up my pick technique to get that feeling comfortable at the speed necessary to make this feel like a vibrato and not like 2 separate notes. But what you're going for is a vocal-like quality. And I would use this anywhere you want to hold a note. So if you're on D minor and you want to hold a note out, sliding and using the waiver. Instead of just right, anytime you're ending the phrase, you can use this. All right, lastly, I want to look a little bit more at the octaves with the 6th in between and really just help you practice this. We'll do it over D minor and a couple of shapes that we might encounter. So we take a note as an octave. We're gonna do D minor, and we'll do it as a D Dorian. So we have this octave in this shape. We're gonna put a sixth in between, so D. So we have F, D, F. And I would use fingers for this, and we skip the third string. All of those notes are gonna move up. Now G, E, G. So moving up within our C major scale, D Dorian scale. The next one, A, F, A, we switch our fingering. So here we use the middle finger because we need F, not F sharp for D minor. And you just keep moving up within the scale. That's probably as far as I go. You could probably do this one. But let's end here. So all together we have and what I would do is practice some different melodies using this octave with the sixth. I'll give you an example. So say we wanted to just take this F major 7 descending arpeggio, we would harmonize it using this octave with the sixth. So let's start here. Move down. We have to jump. So you get used to this. So if we're on D minor, say we have that. If we're holding this, again, this one you can also do those waiver octave technique. So we have, and it sounds great. I've been using it in a band for a lot of different tunes, probably overusing it, and it really is effective, especially as endings or as that part in solo where you want to build up to, or even as a little melodic aspect if you have to play part of the melody. So those three are the first ones I would focus on in practice: split octaves, the waiver octave technique, either with fingers or with pick, and then also working through these octaves with a sixth through some different keys, over some different chords. Think about them as different chord types. If you guys have questions, I'll leave an action item for this as well, so you guys can post a video for feedback or just showing what you're using these different Benson octaves for. Thanks.